You're listening to BambinoBabble's story. Once upon a time, in a far-off land, there was a kingdom of ice. The whole kingdom was covered in snow and ice. The people of the kingdom were used to the cold and had learned to adapt to it. The king of the kingdom was a kind-hearted man, loved by everyone in the kingdom. He had a daughter named Isabella, who was the most beautiful princess in the world. Her hair was as white as snow, and her eyes sparkled like diamonds. One day, while Isabella was playing in the garden, she saw a young boy who was shivering in the cold. She went to him and asked him who he was and why he was in the kingdom. The boy told her that he was from a neighboring kingdom, and he had come to ask for help. His kingdom was facing a severe drought, and his people were dying of thirst. Isabella felt sorry for the boy and decided to help him. She went to her father and asked him to send help to the neighboring kingdom. The king agreed, and he sent his soldiers with food and water to the neighboring kingdom. The boy was grateful to Isabella, and he promised to repay her kindness someday. As time passed, Isabella grew up to be a beautiful young woman, and many princes from neighboring kingdoms came to ask for her hand in marriage. However, Isabella did not like any of them. She wanted to marry someone who was kind and brave, just like her father. One day, a prince came to the kingdom. He was handsome and brave, and Isabella fell in love with him at first sight. The prince's name was Alexander, and he came from a far-off kingdom. Isabella's father was pleased with Alexander and agreed to their marriage. However, there was an evil sorceress who lived in the nearby mountains. She was jealous of Isabella's beauty and wanted to destroy the kingdom. She cast a spell on Alexander, and he forgot all about Isabella. He fell in love with the sorceress and agreed to help her destroy the kingdom. Isabella was heartbroken when she found out about Alexander's betrayal. She went to the sorceress's castle to confront Alexander. However, the sorceress had put a curse on Isabella, and she turned into a block of ice. The sorceress laughed and said that Isabella would remain frozen forever. The people of the kingdom were devastated when they heard about Isabella's fate. They decided to take revenge on the sorceress and save their beloved princess. They gathered all the soldiers and set off to the sorceress's castle. The battle was fierce, and many soldiers lost their lives. However, they managed to defeat the sorceress and break the curse on Isabella. She was finally free, and the people of the kingdom rejoiced. Alexander was ashamed of his actions and begged for forgiveness from Isabella and her father. Isabella forgave him, and they were married in a grand ceremony. They lived happily ever after, and the kingdom of ice was filled with joy and happiness once again.